First off, happy 50th birthday to my sister Jen. Love you. Wouldn't be here without you. Happy birthday. Secondly, I'm not gonna make it back to the States. I was thinking about going for my 15th year reunion. I mean, as it stands, the only reason I really would spend time in the States is because my daughter's there. Last time I came back to see my daughter, her mom was at a place drinking alcohol and maybe got a little bit too carried away, wouldn't let me see the baby, even though it was my scheduled time. Well, then going through this process time and time again where I spent a year without being able to see my kid against my will because there was a restraining order and me being accused of something I didn't do, which got disproved and recanted in court, right? I knew that I gotta, document the incident. And I hate having the court and police deal with my family situation and my child, but it just is what it is. When the system's so strong, you gotta go in it to see your baby. But nonetheless, I spent a year without seeing my kid, going through the whole way the family court is before any allegations got recanted and dismissed, and they apologized. But now, the fact that this can happen again and I can go months without seeing my kid, it's just like, all right, fuck this country, right? Not only that, right? I've been able to compel federal, state, and local government to collaborate to move significant resources, millions and billions of dollars into the minority community, into the black, brown community, minority community in general, especially in the state of New Jersey. And I see just like the level of bullshit. Like y'all got infinite jail. As soon as your plane land in Newark Airport, you pass in Northern State, you gonna pass Essex County, Hudson County. There's so many places that don't incarcerate us, but we had to beg you. Like when I ran for governor, I said we need $1 billion division of investments into our funds, black, brown funds, minority funds, and then the venture fund. So the EDA announced they're gonna give $20 million to minority, black, and brown funds. But first off, I ain't never seen none of these niggas in Jersey. Like y'all, we scream, we did the work. They give it to people that just have no affiliation and just maybe they can control. They're not gonna challenge them, right? It's all bullshit. It's all a fucking scam. They abuse, manipulate the power base, the public power base, which is the Democratic Party and which controls it, which is people of color, right? The black and brown community, right? So we do the work and we don't get no equity, right? Nah, we turned up. This is for real. So that being said, y'all are really slaves in America, especially if you have integrity and you look like me. And it's so easy for me, the state, to put me in jail. They would rather spend whatever much money to put somebody that look like me in jail or to arrest me in some BS procedures than it is to treat me like a decent human being. Even the last time I went to family court, right? And the way it is, just the process. Like the judge is like, well, you don't want to come down, take the call, can't come. I'm like, bro, I'm out the country. What you want me to do? Just after like waiting patiently and going through the system, just the level of disenfranchisement is so generational. I'm really on like, fuck America. And I don't mean the people, I mean the powers that be. And not even necessarily the federal government, because I do have a federal matter, some federal civil court case. I'll have my day in court. But even in deposition and just the whole process of how it favors those with money, which has traditionally been white male landowners, which the whole Constitution thing was about. And then people that challenge it bear the brunt of the struggle, like all Afro-Indigenous people bear the brunt of the struggle of building it. And then I thought about it, I was like, man, under 40, outside of professional athletes, I might be the most successful descendant of American slaves in terms of, not that I don't put like money and education and none of that before, but in terms of like wealth creation at a macro standpoint, and then entities having started companies, co-founded, acquired, all that, which doesn't even mean anything to me. But nonetheless, it's like, all right, I'm one of the most successful, if not the most Afro-Indigenous men of my generation, right? Period, ever in America, right? And I ride down the street, I'm getting put in jail for technicalities and errors. You're looking for people 7 foot tall that I match the description of, it just doesn't make sense. And this ain't no 20 years ago. This is just the other day. So it's like one of the things I learned, even in my brief time, what our brother Ye is like. Yo, there's very few brothers that get up, let alone that speak the truth. And I'm at a standpoint where me speaking the truth and me compelling resources at a federal, state, and local level, especially for the people, minority people in New Jersey, it's like, what is it getting? We do so much work, right? The state rewards people we don't know that ain't from there, that just aren't gonna question them and aren't gonna call them out. It's like, okay, y'all put them 20 mil. What's your alternative budget? $20 billion. What's your overall investments? $100 billion. And you rather just play us. They just think macro. Like, who do we have? Okay, Kamala Harris. Y'all don't see that she can't represent us? How can she be our voice? Ancestry, she not even from the turf, which at the end of the day, she grew up and came up by locking us up. Come on, America, we gotta do better. Memorial Day is a holiday that started with Black Civil War veterans, and when I saw my grandparents and their grandparents, seen the papers that they fought on the Civil War, it's like, we built this country, and I'm gonna fight, but I'm gonna create wealth, and I'm gonna do it outside the country. So when I come back, I can really be presidential and change these laws, change the family court, change the investment. Because America is not just horrible for Afro-Indigenous, Black Indigenous people. It's destructive to families, and the wicked foundation that the government was built on, which is exclusionary and only built to really encompass and serve wealthy white landowning men. We haven't corrected for our injustices, and until we do, the nation won't be right. And I see so many people leaving the country right now, especially white people with money. I see them, because I've been in a lot of countries lately, and I see who's moving, and everybody know what's up. Like, the American empire is crumbling. Get out while you can, run it up, and then join me when we go back. We're gonna do what we need to do at the highest level. Press for president.